It is Tuesday, January 15th, 2019. It's like around 10:30 a.m. right now, and you all just tuned in to K.Short Talks. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I know that you could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I really, really appreciate it. It's been a little tough trying to keep up with this whole video and podcasting thing at the same time. Of course, I just generated more work for me, but I know that it's the work that needs to get done. I know it's the extra oomph that's gonna push me in the right direction of where I want to go. So I'm willing to do the work. It's just we're getting there. We need to find a system here. It was just easy to press record on the podcast and just go from there, but now it's different because I have to edit the video and make a short Instagram video and all that stuff. But one thing that I've put to the side is like caring about how I look in these podcasts or how I look in these videos. Like literally just woke up. Yes, I did say it was 10:30. I woke up like at 10. But this is my pajamas. But today I want to talk to you all about letting go. Letting go is a hard one for me. A really hard one for me. Just because of any human's need and desire for companionship, but just me seeing the potential in everybody and wanting to keep everyone in my life and not really grasping that, like, sometimes people really just come into your life for a lesson, and you don't have to keep them forever, and I think the hardest part is knowing that they literally come in for like the shortest amount of time you ever expected them to, especially like when you have a great connection in the beginning and it's like, this is dope, this is gonna last, this is gonna work, and then like you really get to know each other and you're like, this is not dope, this isn't gonna last, this isn't gonna work. And for me, just being a teacher, being like, no, like, there's still potential in this person, not only in this person, but in this friendship or in this relationship. Like, there's so much potential. But then the reality is, it's like, are either of us ready? Are we on the same page? Are we both willing to grow? Are we willing to both put in the effort? Are we willing to both understand and to forgive and to, do that work? And the reality is a lot of times it's no. Sometimes it's no because of them. Sometimes it's no, it's because of me. And no, it's because of ourselves and just where we're at in our lives. And that's difficult to grasp sometimes, a lot of the times. And it hurts. It hurts letting go. It hurts. It hurts saying no to a certain kind of treatment, right? Like the way that they're treating you, the way that you feel when you're around them. That's a big one. The way that they make you feel is a big one. And there's just so many factors and so many flags and there's just so many things. And it's like, for me, I struggle with my heart, my head, and my gut. In my head, it's logical, it makes sense. In my heart, it's like, it can work. They're a good person. They've just been hurt one too many times. They just need a little bit of help. But then my gut comes in and is like, no go. This is not good. Don't do it. And for me, it's always a 2 versus 1 type of game. I'm just like, no, but it can work. And then my gut's like, not today. Not this one. And I'm just like, but, and they're just like, no, not today. Not this one. I'm just like, and then like to even do the work of letting go, like having to be like, hey, this isn't working. It's not you, it's me, or it's not me, it's you, or yeah, it's just hard. All of that conversation is difficult, because not everyone is like to that capacity to be like, yeah, this isn't working, because we're very selfish beings, and a lot of times we want to keep people around because it's going to work for them or it's going to work for us, and it's a difficult process, and I'm still maneuvering through it. I'm still working through it, but I think the biggest question for me was, do I feel peace around them, or do they take my peace? and that was my deciding factor. My deciding factor was, do I feel at peace with them, or do they take my peace? And the reality is that it was taken from me. And I gave it to them, I gave them permission. I allowed that to happen, and that's the hardest part, It was just like, here, take my peace. Take my mental space, take my energy, take my effort, take my care, take my love, take my, everything. Take it. And then to realize, like, oh, why do I feel bad all the time? Why do I feel like on edge? Why do I feel like I'm disoriented? Why do I feel off balance? And it's because I gave it to them, and to take that back, it sucks. Because, I'm not the type of person to go into something thinking it's going to turn out bad. I go into it like, this is going to work. This is going to be great. We're going to be friends forever. And being the only child, I want friends forever, But the reality is like, oh, I need to take my peace back because you're not being very nice to it. And that's hard. But I encourage you all to think about those things in your life. And it's just not people. It's things too. It's social media. It's the food that we're eating. It's the books we're reading. It's the TV shows we're reading. It's all the subscriptions we have, the $10 a month, the $5 a month. That's taking from us, and we're not even using it. I know for me is my job a lot of the times. Like, it's hard being in a place of want and clothes and all these cool things, and like, here, take my money. But you take my money, you also take my peace. You're just like, well, shit, like, now I got this super cool jacket, but now that money is gone, and I could have used that for groceries, So I just want us to, like, consider, like, that as much as life is, and the new year and everything like that is about creating new habits, it's also breaking old ones down. And as much as it is letting go of people, it's just as much as letting go of things too. And a lot of times it's also just letting go of perspectives. It's letting go of the way we see things. Like I said, like, I think about my life, and it may not be the most exciting life, but there's not a lot of things that have my peace. One, it's working at the job I'm at and then just constantly being surrounded by clothes, and that's a big one. And social media, I'm gonna be honest, those are like those two things that take my peace, but I've gotten a lot better. I can tell you that I've gotten a lot better. I'm not on social media as much. I'm using it just to post, and I've gotten better at it, and I'm gonna continuously get better. And as for the clothes thing, I've gotten better too compared to when I first worked there. Like, I like my closet, it looks fine, and now we're doing like a 1-for-1 trade type of thing, and it's working. So I encourage all of you to just reevaluate where you're at. What's taking your peace, and what's giving you more peace? And again, it's going to be a hard conversation with those people, and it's also a hard conversation with ourselves. It's hard pressing the cancel button, and it's hard disconnecting things and turning things off and deleting apps and all that stuff. It's difficult. But I can tell you that, you can be the wealthiest person in the world, but if you don't have your health, one, and you don't have peace, I don't think any of it means anything. So anyways, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I really appreciate it. Letting go is hard, but it's completely necessary. So if you all want to follow me on social media, you can at K.Short. But other than that, tune into the next episode for another lesson, realization, and experience from my daily life. Bye.